My life changed on September 8, 2011. A critical project led to a conflict with my coworker. Project allocation of scarce human resources was the focus. My colleague pressed on resources for his project, while I supported our team. I felt down after work after our furious argument. Around 10 p.m., I went to a local tavern for comfort. Unfortunately, I drove away unsafely. Although tired, I took unnecessary risks. As I tired, my eyelids got heavier and consciousness blurred. An automobile horn alerted me to an approaching vehicle. I panicked and drove off the highway, crossing a country area and hitting a utility pole. My head throbbed with anguish and blood rushed past my eyes after the impact. As my life was in danger, a power pulled me into the unknown. My name was called in the dark. I saw a gorgeous angel with waterfall-like golden hair while struggling to raise my head. Her angelic countenance and piercing blue eyes showed compassion. In a flowing white robe, the angel was beautiful beyond appearance. Her presence was full of love and brightness. She extended a hand, saying, "Take my hand. Time is limited." Despite bewilderment, I grabbed her hand and felt weightless. The soul left my body and floated in a mysterious space. I was lifted up by the angel quickly into the night sky. I saw horrible, terrible creatures with twisted bodies, cracked skin, and terrifying features below. Their blood-red eyes, terrible radiance frightened. The angel's warmth comforted us as we flew away despite the unpleasant presence. They approached me and seemed to draw me into darkness. The angel convinced me that these souls were condemned. I felt protected and no longer worried about these wretched souls. Her voice brought me serenity on this mystical voyage. I asked about our destination out of curiosity. The angel smiled and said, "I will take you to heaven." Since I hadn't prayed or attended church in a decade, this realization was surprising. 10 years before, my closest friend's traffic accident death left my prayers unanswered, encouraging doubt and distance from religion. The angel gradually disclosed our arrival. She softly let go of my hand and led me to a stunning circular edifice that took my breath away. It felt ancient and intriguing with its intricately carved doors and magical markings. The gate opened slowly, letting us into an exciting and rather unsettling area. I felt safe knowing the angels were with me. Inside, a majestic temple-like building rose. Smooth walls glowed faintly, pulling my attention to bright light. A figure on a throne emerged from its harshness. The brightness blinded me, but I saw Jewish features, healthy skin, brown hair, and a beard. Realized it was Jesus. He greeted me kindly and promised to answer all my queries. His explanation of my drinking and driving death was met with dismay. As I realized this location had no secrets, guilt and shame overcame me. Jesus kindly explained to me that I wasn't there for punishment because my judgment day hadn't come. He gently asked me to consider my past actions. He sighed in disappointment, emphasizing the necessity for introspection. He said, "You are here to reflect on what you have done in the past." I saw my car crash into another, a couple, and their daughter, the impact overwhelming. Tragically, their car crashed, killing them. Little girl quadriplegic. This scenario made me cry, wondering why I had to see such pain. Jesus replied that it was to inspire me to improve. Unsure of what would happen or the purpose of this place, frustration and self-criticism overpowered me. I questioned my worth and existence after feeling like a wreck. Jesus reassured me by patting my shoulder and advising against self-blame. He stressed that my goal wasn't to sink in self-doubt, but to learn that everyone makes errors, but the past shouldn't dictate the future. I felt understood and accepted, removing my solitude and self-consciousness. Jesus warned me about humanity's tendency to destroy itself in later encounters. He used vivid human history imagery to demonstrate. The photographs showed war's severity and ferocity, from ancient battlefield violence with warriors fighting for territory to the Industrial Revolution's modernized war and World War II's catastrophic events, including the nuclear bombing of Hiroshima. In a horrific future conflict, nuclear blasts destroyed cities and killed millions. The endless circle of destruction made me doubt its inevitableness. Jesus showed disappointment, saying humanity had done this many times and would continue to do so. Warnings bore the responsibility to end destructive cycles and improve the future. A massive tragedy devastated humanity. The explosion of another nuclear bomb in South America sent fireballs everywhere. War ravaged the continent, causing immeasurable misery. Asia seemed to launch missiles, causing me anguish and doubt. I asked Jesus why he couldn't interfere, knowing this future. Jesus appeared offended by my question. His smile evaporated, replaced by rage. He wondered why they should intervene when most people had rejected them and lost faith. Jesus shocked and confused me by telling me my Father considered eliminating humanity, but gave them a chance. He told me to warn people that ignoring guidance will lead to devastation again. Jesus stressed the urgency and prepared to return me to the real world with warmth and strength. He disappeared after our talk. My descent was like landing on an unknown route with intense vibrations. It was like traversing time and space. After regaining my body, I heard automobile window tapping. A doctor and paramedic assured me they would save me and take me to the hospital quickly. I had blood alcohol tests while hospitalized. Thank goodness it was 0. I finally shared this tale years later, admitting my worry and unease. Some may dispute its genuineness, and I did too. I share not for sympathy, but to warn of Jesus' arrival. It's essential and crucial, so please listen and respond favorably.